Hello students, welcome to Nilagiri Degree and PG College YouTube channel. In previous video, we have discussed about stack representation of arrays. In that, we have studied that we can represent a stack using a one-dimensional array. When you declare a one-dimensional array, the size is the maximum number of elements in that stack. The index starts from 0 and ends with size minus 1. And we also studied stack ADT. Stack ADT. ADT means abstract data type. So in stack ADT, we have studied what are the main properties of a stack and what operations can we perform on those properties. The main properties of a stack are the three things. One is stack array. We require an array say S. Another one is top value. Another one is N. N is size of the array, size of the stack. S is an array that can store, that can represent a stack, that can represent a stack. Top is the index of topmost value. Top is the index of topmost element in stack. Topmost element in stack. So for example, if you take this is a stack, this totally S is a S. The size is 1, 2, 3, 4. Size is 4, N is 4. So 0th index, first index, second index, third index. So assume these are the elements 10, 20. What is the topmost element in the stack? 20. What is the index of 20? 1. The top value will be given. When there are no elements in the stack, the topmost element, what is the topmost element in the stack? There is no element in the stack. At that time, the top value is minus 1. That means there are no elements in the stack. If stack is empty, top value is minus 1. So these three properties are maintained in a stack ADT. Properties means these are the three variables we need to declare in a stack class. Next, what operation can we perform on the stack? We can create empty stack. Initially, we have to create an empty stack. Second one, we have to insert an element into the stack. That means we have to perform the push operation. We can remove an element from the stack. That is, we need to perform the pop operation. Next, we can display all the elements in the stack. Presently, what are the elements in the stack I want to see? At that time, we have to use the display operation. These four are the operations that can be performed on a stack. These three are the properties. These three are the variables. These four are the functions. Generally, these three are the private members in a stack class. Private members. These four are the public members from the stack. Why these four are the public members? These four functions need to be invoked from the outside of a class. When you want to invoke the functions from outside of the class, those must be public. These three properties, these three variables are used within these functions only. These three functions cannot be used outside of, these three variables cannot be used outside of the class definition. That's why those are declared as a private. Yesterday, we have declared this, we are seeing the stack ADT, we have declared a class stack, we have declared these three variables, these functions. Now we will see how to write the function definitions. That means how to create an empty stack, how to insert an element, how to perform pop operation, and how to perform display operation. Now we'll see. First, creating empty stack. So you can say that creating empty stack. An empty stack means that whenever object of the class is created, we need to create an empty stack. When you are creating an empty stack, we have to assign two things. When you are creating a stack, we have to specify what is the size of the element, and you have to specify the top, we have to assign the top value -1. For that one, I am using a constructor stack for creating a stack, empty stack. I am using stack constructor. Why you have to use stack constructor? What do you mean by constructor? We have studied in C++. Constructor is a special member method that will be invoked automatically when the object of that class is created. So we have a class called stack. Whenever we want to perform operations on the stack, we have to create the object for this class. Say for example, X is the object. Whenever we create an X object, automatically here we need to create an empty stack. That means here the constructor stack automatically invoked when we create the object. That's why I'm using the stack. But when we are creating an object, we need to specify size of the stack. So that means X object will take a parameter, so that automatically a constructor will also take a parameter, say X. The parameter always integer. So opening brace. So we need to specify two things. N is equal to X. What is n here? Size of the stack. Next to top value is -1. So automatically here are done the two things. One is that we are assigned the size of the stack, and the top value is -1. If the top value is -1, that is stack is empty. So this is the way of creating an empty stack. So this member function will be automatically invoked when the object is created. 5 will be passed to X. What is the X value of 5? X is assigned to n. That n value is of 5, size is 5, top is equal to -1. So this is a creating the empty stack. The next is performing push operation. Performing push operation. Push operation means inserting an element into the stack. What do you mean by push? Inserting an element into stack. An element into stack is called as a push. We already seen an algorithm of the push operation. So before inserting an element, what we have to do? We have to check whether the stack is already full. If the stack is full, you cannot insert any element. Stack is already full. No need to. You cannot insert any more element in the stack. So that before pushing the element, we have to check whether the stack is empty. Stack is full. So here, programming logic is while push. Push operation will take the integer value, say X. Here already told, if the array stack S is integer, here this must be inserted. Here S is a stack that can store collection of elements. S is an array that can store collection of elements that is in the stack. If S is integer, we can store only integer values. At that time, the push also take the integer value. If it is a float data type, here it is also a float data type. Now opening brace. What we have to check? We have to check if size equal to top -1, start is full. You already know that when this is a stack 0, 1, 2, a size n is 3. So for example, there are some elements. So top value is presently 1 because the topmost element is one location. So for example, again another element is there. Now top value is 2. Can you insert any more elements here? No, because stack is full. There is no empty space. So n is equal to 3, top value 2. Then you can say that stack is full. N means size minus 1. Similarly, if top value is equal to n minus 1. So this is a comparison operator. We can say that, we can print that Cout less than stack is full. I thought all of you remember what is Cout. Cout is a output statement in C++. We are studied in C++ language. Else, Kagapot. What Kagapot? If it is false. What? If it is false. If this condition is false, you can say that top value not equal to size minus 1. If it is not equal to size minus 1, it is less than the size minus 1. If it is less than the size minus 1, we can say that there is an empty space. What we do? We are increment the top value and insert the element at new top position. So first we have to place increment operation, then else close method. Then first from the increment operation, then so initially for example, this is the situation like this. Top value is 1. 1 equal to top value 1 is equal to n minus 1. 1 equal to no, false. Automatically comes top plus plus. What is the top value? 1 plus means top value incremented by 1, top value is 2. Now S of 2. S of 2 means this one, the new element will be assigned here. So this is a way of performing the push operation. This is the C++ code to insert an element into the stack. Next, if you use the C language, you will use the printf statement. That is the remaining is the same. If you use the C language, you have to use a printf statement. If you use the Java, we have to use a system.out.println. That is output statement is different. The logic is same. So this is a way of inserting an element into the stack. The next is pop operation, removing element from the stack. So we will see the removing an element from the stack and display operation in the next video. Just try to practice this one. Take an example of the stack and try to insert an element into the stack by using this lab. Practice 2 or 3 times and post it to the personal WhatsApp number. Okay.